How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Say Goodnight, Kevin. What a day it is. It's Say Movie Night, actually. I mean, the channel Say Goodnight, Kevin, of course. But the show that's on it, the confusing show, is Say Movie Night, Kevin. Recently, Netflix, they put out the movie A Week Away. And Disney Plus has put out High School Musical, the series. So the musical's back. I found out that there were other Christian musical movies that were not A Week Away. Sunday School Musical, for example. Sounds like a terrible ripoff and an atrocious waste of time that I will be watching next week. But in the meantime, there is this cash grab that literally has nothing to do with High School Musical. It is called Teen Musical. Totally different. There's not much to say about this movie other than it does exist. There are things to say, but I kind of want to wait till the end to go through some of the fun things about this movie, like things that are on the website that are just so fascinating. It doesn't have any big stars, but it may have many up-and-coming stars. Maybe that's what's happening with this movie. You never know. So, ladies and gentlemen, is this the Christian High School Musical that we've all been hoping and waiting for? There's only one way to find out. Get ready for my movie night review of Teen Musical, the movie. So the movie begins with a song. Here we are in this disgusting looking school classroom.
Pop it, pull it.
These kids are like, it's almost summertime, isn't it?
What time is it? Summertime.
Fun. Summertime countdown. Fun. Summertime countdown.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Sounds like it was written probably in the 80s for something that wasn't intended to be called Teen Musical, the movie. Well, they take the song and the dance out into the hallway, but for some reason, everybody in the shot is standing here in the background just waiting their turn or something. This is great because it's just like High School Musical. So this is apparently the only class in the entire school since nobody joins them for this hallway pool party dance. I mean, say what you want about this goth girl not joining in the dance, but at least she showed up, which is more than I could say for the person who was supposed to color correct this footage.
It's almost time for Dragon Tales.
Countdown! Well, after the students have their fill of the school building, they take their dancing and singing rampage out to the football field, barreling through and destroying everything in their path along the way. Aww! Freak out!
Every way.
Countdown! Drum solo! Yeah. Oh, it's still going. He's still doing the drum solo. Okay. Wow. Good drum solo. Countdown! Well, then we cut to a nasal congestion commercial. Having a congested nose could feel like this. But with Nasonex, your life can be as happy as the last day of school. Countdown! Ouch, the white balance on this movie hurts my eyes. Well, we joined this new character for her morning routine, which is... Did you see, like, the goop just dripping down her face? What? Ew. But you might be asking yourself, who is this person? I wish somebody would tell me who this is.
My name is Alexander Park,
Oh, thank you.
but my friends just call me Alex.
If I had any friends.
Nobody cares 'cause I'm alone.
And the voiceover seems to try to indicate that this is going to be some sort of body positivity film.
That's me, working hard, searching for my self-worth. A single brownie or a piece of wedding cake will go straight to my thighs if I don't work it off in advance.
But that never comes up again. It's not even part of this lady's character. And neither is the other stuff she says in the voiceover. And she says a lot.
I do love wedding cake. I do.
Because
Not
my choices in life seem to have
It's only
ruled out
fairy
the
tales, right,
happily
ladies?
ever after love story.
Well,
because of my
before you
choice.
start feeling too
But
sorry
because
for
of my
me,
life's passion.
it isn't
I
like I
live
live
it.
I'll
I'll
be
be
honest.
honest.
In fact, you could even say
how bad
I
that
would
was.
win Mother of the Year award. I work with kids.
Who are you talking about?
Maybe God has some sort of divine intervention for me. Maybe it's right around the corner.
I'm right around the corner. No, not you, camera guy. You don't get to come in. So we cut to a church vestibule. So it seems, I think she's a counselor of sorts who has meetings with students out in the hallway.
So tell me, what's been going on in your life lately?
She's really helping these kids out with some major problems.
So Skylar, you are looking beautiful. Things are going well.
And scene. You did it, guys. Wow. Well, that's when we meet our main character's best friend, Roxanne.
Roxanne?
Oh! You don't have to put on the red light.
And boy, is this a healthy friendship.
Go around. I told you before, use the door.
I was thinking our favorite Italian restaurant, the one with the really great mozzarella, and the cute owner's son who has the hots for you.
Rox, you're ridiculous. A guy hasn't looked at me since...
My butt fell off. What she was actually gonna say is that a guy hasn't looked at her since her ex-boyfriend Max left, which is definitely how it works. Guys don't look at you unless you're in a relationship.
Do not bring up the Max this and the Max that.
Wait, but what happened with Max? I wish somebody would tell me.
He went off to New York or wherever, and it's been, what, 2 very long and lonely years?
And you're stuck here listening to me dump exposition all over you every single day. Well, cut to the Italian restaurant. The entire reason for being at this place is to look at this guy, apparently.
How about you tell me when the Italian Stallion comes into view?
Hi.
Good afternoon.
I'm
ladies.
the
Welcome
Italian
to the
Stallion.
Peppermill. Can I start you off with something to drink?
I would like a water with no lemon, please.
Okay.
Oh, and a vodka martini with dirty with 3 olives. Well, you know, make it a double.
Another funny joke here, Kevin.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
These ladies, they are just a hoot. It really is completely baffling that they left this scene in the movie, not only because it's weird, it's edited strangely, like, this is a cut right here.
For, say, the first week of the summer.
Why, pray tell, are you asking?
Like, I didn't make that cut. That's the cut in the movie. On top of that, there's like weird background noise. Nothing happens in this scene that has any ramifications whatsoever on the plot of the movie. I think the only reason why it's in the movie is because this restaurant, I'm pretty sure, funded part of the movie, and so they had to keep it in, but like, I'd let them keep the money. That's what she notices. The Italian Stallion.
Look at him. He is like one of those statues in a fountain that you're supposed to look at. He's beautiful.
What is he standing over there naked?
Grace, come on. Just look at him. Seriously. Just take a look. Take a look.
Crazy woman.
I am.
Wow, that was a really important scene. Then we cut over to this garage, this giant 10-car garage where we see our students again. And they're just having a bunch of lame conversations. You know, kids these days.
I just think Christian and I would be so perfect together. I'm sure you do.
He just has the best smile. And his eyes, don't you think? Snap out of it, girl.
He is pretty dreamy, isn't he?
Women.
I'm really losing sight of where we are in this.
Guys, it's summer. We need to make a plan.
Good to be chilling out. I'm off the clock, the pressure's out. Now my girl's what it's all about.
I plan on watching every movie that hits theaters this summer. Yes, every single one.
Yeah, 2020. Gonna be fine.
Well, I plan on getting discovered, and when I do, I'm heading out to Hollywood.
I don't see any Hollywood agents banging down your door, Michael Bublé.
Michael Bublé. Michael Bublé isn't an actor.
And if they did come to New Orleans, they'd be looking for me.
I have several outstanding warrants in California.
Ooh, or me.
This conversation is stupid.
Smoke weed every day.
Especially when there's a boom mic hanging in your face.
Well, I'm gonna be like one of those big celebrities on YouTube and show kids that they can make a difference.
On a brighter note, have you guys ever noticed my abnormally small ears?
Hey, Mr. Smallears, get over here. I want to beat you in a game of foosball.
This feels like a church play. You know how like when you're in youth group and you have to join youth choir and there's like some kind of booklet and it's got like lines and stuff between all these songs?
Professor, the church just turned me off.
David is so right.
Listen to her. David is so right. You'd think he was right if he told you to jump off a cliff.
I tried Sunday school too.
That's what this feels like, because it's got like a line for everybody, and they're like, yeah, anybody notice how small my ears are? Ears! All the parents are like, ha ha ha, that's my child. I'm glad he said that. That's what this feels like. Just this part, not the part with, Alex. And speaking of, that's when Alex walks in.
How's school today?
Miss A, school's over. It's summer now.
Wow, time flies. Summer already?
It's summer already? It was winter when I was in my office and I came out here and now it's summer. That's amazing. Wouldn't she, somebody who's like a school counselor, know when summer happens? But she has some bad news for this random garage full of kids.
My work hours may be changing soon.
More patients than usual, Miss A?
No, the opposite actually, but yeah.
Who are you talking to?
Well, I've got some paperwork, so y'all have some fun and behave yourselves.
Where are they? What is this? Why would her fewer patients than usual, Miss A, affect anything? Whoa, Miss A, hello.
Call the police.
This is just her garage and she lets kids just hang out there? Is that what's happening? Well, as things seem to be going really great with the kids, things are not actually going great after all. I mean, not only do you have this kid playing piano on the guitar, also some tension begins to brew.
Do you ever stop looking at yourself?
Whoa, not cool, dude.
And what's wrong with liking the way I look?
Just seems a little self-absorbed is all.
Yeah, everybody's been talking about it.
Well, if you cared about your appearance at all.
Not everyone is obsessed with their appearance like you are.
Yeah, well, why are you obsessed with how she's obsessed?
You're one to talk. Little Miss Perfect Parker, who always has to have her makeup done just right.
With your ugly yellow shirt.
Oh, no.
They're the same picture. I think I need to lose at least like 5 pounds.
You're all beautiful. End of story.
Yeah, if this is a beauty contest, I wouldn't know who to choose.
Lame.
Y'all are all drop dead gorgeous.
That's when little Avril Lavigne shows up and is like,
Guys, please stop fighting.
You know that Belle gets triggered with conflicts and fights like this.
She's had to grow up and face the real world one of these days.
yeah, she's gonna have to grow a pair, and one's bigger than yours. A pair means ears, right?
This is supposed to be a safe place, not a place where Belle has to face more trauma and get attacked by bullies like you.
Oh, shut up!
No, you ain't gonna talk to her.
Belle goes over to the my mom and dad always fight. This is what just happened. The girl in yellow, the yellow dress, walks up to two girls who are minding their own business taking a selfie. And she says, do you girls ever actually stop looking at yourself? That was completely uncalled for. Unnecessary. She should not have done that. Those girls feel offended, defensive. They fire back and say, you're one to talk. You look like you never look at yourself. Probably not the nicest way to respond to that situation, but they're kids. What do they know? Belle steps up and has to make it all about her, and everybody just coddles her? Like, she could have just walked away, which is what I suggest all of these people do. And eventually, they do take my advice by teleporting to the middle of some park somewhere. Then we get more coddling.
Taking a look at that girl in the mirror. Yeah, not everyone likes what they see.
That's not her problem. Her problem isn't that she doesn't like what she sees in the mirror. That was the other girl who was being called fat when she wasn't really fat. That disgusting monster in the mirror looking back at you. Actually, it's just that my parents fight. I'm not think that you're disgusting and ugly. We understand. What? Why are you saying this about me? Looking back at you, I'm sure you're insecure of what you see. No, I wasn't. I am now.
Whenever you are alone, just know that we all are with you. These walls that your fears have made just help you to hide the pain.
I love how, clearly he's not singing because he's lip syncing. Yet, they didn't even get somebody who knows how to sing to do the real singing. You know what this song needs? This music video, I mean. This would only be good if it had a rap verse.
Honestly, is it worth it? Somebody tell me the purpose. Being an image of perfection when nobody's perfect while people do things strange and inhumane and go through all this trouble just to cause somebody pain.
So then they decide to all work together to build this cross. Well, hold on. Gotta measure this wood that's already cut. Let's see. And Yup, it's a cross. This footage is so freaking flat. Like, just a simple LUT would fix this. Here, I'll throw one on. 3, 2, 1, boom. I found out that they filmed this movie in New Orleans. Aren't there good places to film in New Orleans? Who's singing?
It's time to break them down, Lordy.
Was it this girl singing? I forgive you, giant version of me.
Will build you up. Whenever I hear that sound, pick myself up off the ground. If ever they bring me down, you can build me up.
So I wanna buy these shoes for my mama, please. Well, I bet you're wondering, what is the counselor slash mom doing right now?
Special person with quirky personality. Yeah, that's me.
Now I bet you're sorry you asked. Well, she is talking to herself in front of a computer, of course.
Good at storytelling. Magic.
What actually is happening here, she is trying to find a job, so she's looking online for a job.
Got a magic trick or two.
Sitting on this blank wall in this worst shot ever set up in the world. Okay, we need to film this scene. Well, I'm at the gym. Stay there. We'll be there in a second.
Submit letter of interest today, start working tomorrow. Paid weekly.
This is how I am on the computer. I'm just talking out loud everything that I see.
Glenn at partymemories.com. Okay. Here you go, Glenn.
So Alex decides she's gonna go to these birthday parties to be Ariel and Cinderella. And if you thought a movie couldn't get any more cringe than it has been already,
Hi, my name is Alex. How do you do?
then get ready.
Are you ready to have some fun?
Yeah.
Do you brush your own hair?
High five.
So do I. Would you like to see my brush? I have it right here in my underwater mermaid bag. It's a dingle hopper.
Oh.
It's not a dingle hopper. It is a fork.
Oh. Silly me.
Why would they ask for Ariel to be at their birthday party if they haven't already seen the movie? And if they've seen the movie, then they already know this joke, and they would know, oh, a dingle hopper, Ariel thinks it's a fork, but it's
You know, we mermaids, when we dry off, we get legs.
Then why not wear a dress and walk around on your legs? Why try to fool us with a fake tail? What do you think we are, gullible or something? We're kids, not idiots.
Did I say that line right, Mom?
Would you like a fishy balloon?
Yeah! I want a seahorse.
Oh, okay.
How much you guys want to bet she's not going to be able to make a seahorse? $100? $100, anybody? Oops! And we cut over to another birthday party. And boy, is this lady a delight.
Hi, what a lovely dress. Oh, thank you, but it's so hot to wear.
Well, take it off then.
Call the police. Can I get you something to drink? Lemonade, iced tea, a shot of whiskey?
What? Yeah, it's usual that moms will offer alcohol to the birthday party entertainment.
These rugrats can be a mess. Yeah, they sure can. Just point me to them and I'll get started. Okay.
Wait, isn't this the same place?
Okay. You wanted to be a kitty cat?
No.
Oh.
I told you how I wanted to
So Alex ends up face painting and none of the kids like her face paint work.
Mom, she made me look ugly.
Whoa, those kids just teleported. In one shot, they were over against the fence, and now they're over here. Oh, here comes my favorite line in the whole movie.
Cool, can you make me a scary clown too?
Cool, can you make me one too? Finally, the editor did something right. That's when things really take a dark turn.
Oh, man.
I know it may seem to you like, why is she here? What is the point of any of this? Why is this lady who is like a child psychologist face painting at birthday parties? Why? I don't know. Wow, things sure haven't gone well for this situation that I don't think needed to happen. Don't worry. Remember, this movie's a musical.
Life was all so magical.
Behind the CVS, nothing's more magical than that. She goes home after this very rough time, and she does her single in the mirror.
And now my last tear has fallen, and the last smile has gone.
Nobody's life has ever been worse than this lady right here. She's just all alone. I mean, Of course, she has the cameraman who you get to see in the mirror several times. This would, I guess, because it's handheld, so they can't, but you could just cut in. How were you editing a movie and you end up having your camera guy this much in the shot? It just is insane.
No more songs, no more sounds to be hearing.
Well, guys, you asked for a musical.
It's summertime, it's our vacation.
Well, that's when we cut back to the kids. And if you think you haven't had enough singing yet, don't worry.
Can you hear that?
Hear what?
Na 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 na. Na 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 na, yeah.
Oh yeah, now I can hear it because you're doing something. Excuse me, can you hear that? No, I can't really hear it.
Na 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 na. Ah!
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, I hear it now, yeah.
Oh, I could feel it.
What is this place? I think it's an insane asylum for her patients.
Oh my God, I have less than 1,000 in this account, and this one's drained. Sweet Jesus, help me. Look, if you want this place to stay open, I need a sign. I've tried everything.
She's done everything she can to keep the community center / 3-car garage open. What do you want from this woman?
Dingle hopper.
There's no other way to make money.
You know, we mermaids, when we dry off, we get legs.
That weird, do you hear that?
Na 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 na.
Inspires the other kids to join in.
Or dreamed in color instead of shades of gray.
That's when she comes out of her office, which I guess happens to be right there, and
Yeah,
realizes
there's no hope
these kids are... Wait, who's that guy?
Melody sweet, a place where I belong.
Oh, hello. I'm not supposed to be here.
Sing us a song and
Sing the precious memories. Sing, yeah, sing the yeah. Sing, yeah, sing that song, girl. The choreography in this is freaking amazing. Wow, so much soul. Let's cut to this field for some reason, where we see Roxanne doing yoga. It's good that Roxanne's here, because Roxanne is our expositional character who could come in and allow Alex to say things so we can actually know what the freak is going on.
I'm on this ball in the park, and this is really fun. So what's up?
Okay, wow.
Okay, this is a pet peeve of mine, but a peeve nonetheless. So in movies, bad movies like this, they'll often have like a humorous character who does something funny. Comparatively speaking, is at least kind of having fun with the role. And then they have a serious character do something like that, say, okay, wow. Like they're weirded out or like annoyed with the other character. Well, at least they're doing something. I don't know why that annoys me so much. Maybe people used to do that to me when I was a kid.
I have this crazy idea.
So Alex shares her crazy idea.
Putting together a musical, like a show, to fundraise for the activity center. I found out these kids really have talent. These kids can sing. It's not a joke. They're talented. It's like it'll blow your mind.
We could exploit them, easy.
I need to contact Max.
Wait, what?
Ouch, that really emphasized the iPhone microphone. Max, no, remember earlier?
He went off to New York or wherever, and it's been, what, 2 very long and lonely years?
Apparently all the adults have X's in their names.
Life is good, but it can be better.
I know I don't need him, but I do need him.
Okay, I'm not going back down Max memory lane. You don't need him, Alex. You can do this on your own.
I promise. I'm going to keep it strictly professional, okay?
Really?
I bet she isn't gonna keep it strictly professional with Max. Here she is talking to Max without actually pushing send on the phone. So I don't think she's actually talking to anybody, which might be the plot. Maybe none of these people are real. This is all in her head, and she's the patient. That's why the rec center looks like a mental ward.
Yeah, I know. I need lots of help. Mm-hmm.
Well, now it's time for her to break the bad news to the kids.
I called you all here today because I have something to share with you. Something to confess, actually.
These are my confessions.
Our government grant was not renewed 6 months ago.
What? They lost their government grant?
I've been funding this whole thing out of my pocket ever since.
I want to understand. So, she's a counselor of some sort, but also has been funding a center for these rich kids, but she had some sort of government grant for this and has lost it.
I'm not so good with the finances and we're broke.
I'm assuming they showed up and they were like, wait a minute, these are just a bunch of like upper class kids hanging out, playing guitar and Xbox and stuff. Why are we giving you money? Fund this yourself. I've seen their clothes. I think they're doing okay. And she can't make enough money.
We're broke.
She did 2 parties, dressing up as Disney characters and stealing Disney jokes.
Dinglehopper.
And then realizes the only thing she can do is get these kids to sing somewhere. I don't know where. A fundraiser of some kind.
I'm on this ball in the park, and this is really fun.
But she's got to call her ex-boyfriend, of course. Hey, and you got to get over here now.
I know I don't need him. I do need him.
I think I've got it all figured out.
What can we do to help, Miss A?
You could tell me, why does this place matter so much to you?
Oh yeah, that'll fix it. But they do. We get this long, drawn-out scene where they go around the room and everybody talks about their problems and how this community center is the only thing that has helped them through that.
I don't want you guys to judge me.
I got your back, bro.
Someday, I hope to make the perfect creme brulee.
My dad, anything I do, it's not good enough.
My dad died of cancer last year.
My older brother, any drug you can think of, he did.
What about Imodium AD?
My mom, the doctor says that it's postpartum depression.
But I don't even believe in that.
In the 3rd grade, I was bullied so much because I loved to sing. Even my friends said I sucked.
But I don't, I swear I don't.
You're not alone.
We all suck, kinda.
I just come for the free food.
Isn't this all stuff that you can get from, what's that place called?
The church.
Oh yeah.
Oh, guys, thank you for your bravery.
Thank you. The government will really appreciate that for their grant.
That was hard.
That was hard for all of us to hear.
This reaffirms in my heart why this place needs to stay open.
Yes, sad things happen to you kids, so that means this huge garage needs to stay here.
I've been reading this book. It's called God's Calling.
Oh. I'm sorry, I didn't realize there was a commercial break for the director of the movie's book.
Have a book that goes along with the movie, and make sure that book is prominently featured throughout the film. Just make sure that book isn't the Bible.
It talks about how each one of us is created.
But that's when Max shows up!
Mr. Max!
Mr. Max! Hey y'all, how would you all like to star in a musical written by moi?
I would hate it.
Yes!
To save the activity center.
Yeah. Yes!
Yes.
Yeah, that's almost as exciting as a wide-angle lens on every shot. Meanwhile, we cut over to that guy from 30 Rock.
Sure, I was legally dead for 5 minutes, but I did it for true love.
This is the real estate mogul. He wants to buy up the community center.
This is a business. If they want waterfront property, they have to pay the piper. I have another call coming in.
It's the piper.
I just need a little more time, sir. I will have you your money with interest.
Okay, but what's Max and Alex up to? Oh, they're just talking in the office and what the? Why does she have this picture of them still? Or at all?
Don't know how I'm ever gonna repay you.
Well, I could think of a few things.
What the?
You could suck the helium out of the Goodyear blimp, you know that?
Guess I never was fun enough for you.
No, you were pretty fun when you were sucking that helium. Max, buddy. Whoa. I bet she could, though.
If you could write a musical, something that would catch the community's interest, maybe we could raise enough money to save the center.
Why are we talking about things we both already know? Why is she asking him to do the musical thing again? He already said he's gonna do it.
How would you all like to star in a musical written by moi? How much are you in the hole?
60 grand.
Maybe if she spent less time buying leather jackets and getting her nails done, she could afford to keep the community center open.
Help my kids. I can't lose my kids.
They're not your kids, Alex.
You got yourself into a pickle here without me, huh?
You're making this all about you. I can't lose my kids.
Shame on you, Alex. Shame on you.
Max.
You, Alex.
Max. Max.
So they go their separate ways because Alex is just being too selfish and Max is just Shame on you. Shame on you, Alex. I guess completely forgetting that he already told her and the kids that he was going to write this musical. I'm gonna go walk out in the neighborhood and show everybody what kind of low-income, underprivileged neighborhood we happen to be in right now. This is the neighborhood that needs a government grant for a community center for sure. Well, as they're both contemplating this pivotal moment, we get the greatest song ever made in all of time.
Well, you say that you know me, but you never walk the woodland trails with me through the forest that I love to share in the beauty and the sense that delight my sense. Have you tasted the power of my ecstasy?
That's my other favorite part of the movie. Have you tasted the power of my ecstasy? I think he did with the helium. And this song goes on for quite a long time. It becomes a duet, and it's just beautiful.
Where were you when the darkness surrounded me and swallowed me whole?
Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever felt secondhand embarrassment so hard. You're gonna have to get out the grass, sir. Landscapers are here. Sorry. These middle-aged people are getting a lot of screen time for a movie that's called Teen Musical. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Time to get the leather jacket back on because in walks Chandler Delahousie, and he's gonna inform Alex that he's gonna buy the place.
I'm here today to do a site assessment.
I'm also a Trump impersonator at kids' birthday parties.
And I'm considering purchasing it at the end of the month.
What?
What?
Is it not an unrecoverable debt?
No! This building is not for sale. If you'd be so kind as to exit the premises, I'd be very grateful.
Okay.
This is like how you edit a comedy.
I'll see myself out, but I'll be seeing you real soon.
When will you see me?
Real soon, young lady.
Oh, real soon?
Look, Mr. Chandler,
I bet it's not Mr. Chandler Delahousie.
Did I miss something?
Oh, Max, are you okay? You're sweating. You look like you just finished singing a song in between a bunch of palmettos trees or something.
I'm not your enemy, okay?
I'm just a really sweaty, puffy guy.
I know the dream I dreamed of Alex and Max is no longer.
I dreamed a dream of the taste of your ecstasy.
Talent. We need talent.
No, it's a Christian movie. We don't have anything like that.
Some of these kids, they come from broken homes, really rough backgrounds.
I don't think these kids do come from rough backgrounds. So, you know how, like, she was like,
these kids can sing. It's not a joke. They're talented. It's like it'll blow your mind.
Forget about that. Now it's time for auditions.
Out on the stage singing in my cowboy hat.
I was bullied so much because I love to sing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Remember when I said I'd never felt such powerful secondhand embarrassment?
Grandma met Grandpa back in 1963.
Oh, it's the same joke as before.
Popular.
Here's my guess. Somebody donated some money for this movie. They were like, you can make this movie and I will give you this money if you make sure my beautiful mirror is in the shot 50% of the time. It's the only form of continuity they have in this movie.
You see, I have this problem. I have a sister.
I don't feel comfortable with this. Now, I've played like 3-second clips of these songs, but in the movie, these are complete songs. Like all of them at least a minute long.
Super duper, Kaylee. Think it's too late to fly back to New York?
Max, what would Jesus do?
Jesus would have given these kids talent.
Wow, one funny line in the whole movie.
Why don't you show them what you're looking for?
That's when, ladies and gentlemen, Max decides he's gonna show them what he's really looking for.
1,000 stars.
Just imagine the director who's like, all right, here's the deal. These kids, they all sing terrible, all right? It's funny, it's a hilarious montage.
It's not a joke, they're talented.
Then we get this sweaty guy, and he hops up in a chair, and he really shows them with the boringest song ever.
If I could touch an angel's wing, I would fly to find you.
Oh, you wanted crappier than what we were doing before. I didn't realize, I'm sorry. I didn't realize what it was you were looking for.
Oh, only heaven left for me when I'm on my knees.
I'm sorry, editor. You're just gonna really have to work on this one. This song is more confusing than the movie. There are moments that it's like a love song. He's like, I'm on my knees, I'm gonna pleasure you. Like Cartman's Christian song, but then he's like, in this holy place, I'm gonna worship you. I think it's genuinely confused as to whether this is a love song for a girl or a weird creepy song for Jesus.
I'm asking, Lord, the only time I can hold you.
Am I too late to audition?
You know that moment in these movies when someone you didn't realize could sing steps up and just gives it her all and is amazing? And the person running the auditions is like, now that's what I've been looking for. Fire. Well, we get that moment next. Twice.
Don't let me down.
Man, that piano is great. You know what else is kind of funny? 6:45 when she starts singing this note. And when she finally finishes, it's 11 o'clock. She held that note for 4 hours, so that's cool. But that's when we get a surprise, mediocre performance. You know how we just had one and surprised us all with her ability to sing, and she sang a whole song after we just heard 4 songs in a row? It happens again. What a nerd. He's got braces.
I know my sins have been washed away.
Oh, her sins have been washed away.
It's all around me are familiar faces.
Now I've got my own life. I've got my friends.
What are these pop punk lyrics?
I've got my friends, and I've got my own life.
So now he decides he will do the thing that he said that he would do several times. So of course it's time to go to the water park.
Babe.
Oh. You know, half-naked, middle-aged people is really what I sign up for when I sign up for Teen Musical, the movie. But you know what? I can forgive it because of the really deep dialogue.
Makes me happy to see them so happy.
Makes me happy too. I like seeing you happy.
Dingle hopper.
Hey, CJ. How you doing?
Aren't you gonna put on your bathing suit?
This is my bathing suit.
Did I ever tell you about when I was 15? I went through a hard time. Abusive relationship, you know. At one point, the pain got so bad, I started to hurt yourself.
Ew, what? No, not that. What? Do you do that? Oh.
And that's when we get the plan of salvation.
His love is there when you wake up, when you open your eyes, when you take a breath, when your heart beats, every minute of every day. He can love you back to wholeness.
I thought she already got fixed when she sang earlier.
I'm free.
So much of this is out of order. Then we cut back to that guy.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Delahousse. They refused to stop at the front desk and sign in.
It's okay, Stacy. I know these two fine, upstanding gentlemen.
They're my sons. They're dressing up in my clothes again.
I just spoke with Mr. Marcello last week. We have an agreement. We have a special bond.
If you love anything about yourself, your business, or whatever you do, you're gonna have that money today.
I hear you guys.
I hear you guys, and I'm realizing that this dialogue is very poorly written. Then we crossfade to Max and Alex finally falling in love.
Max, do you really think the kids are going to be ready for tomorrow night?
Do you really think the kids are going to be ready for tomorrow night?
There are 681 tickets sold already.
681 tickets? That's more than I had at my last show in New York.
And my mom came to that one. So they go for a romantic walk on this mosquito-infested pier. I know that there's gotta be pretty places in New Orleans, right? Now it's the night of the big performance. But something may be amiss.
Hey, Roxy. Have you seen Alex?
Yeah, she was here earlier, but she went back to the center to get the kids' presents for after the show.
Do you have the batteries for the wireless mics?
Yeah, batteries. Okay, AV booth, under the console, on the shelf, I think they should be there.
Okay, I'll check them all, put the batteries in, and test them.
Hey, wait, before you go. Remember, we do need to label each one independently, each channel.
Wow, I bet you that microphone labeling frequency thing is really gonna come into play later on in the movie. I'm really looking forward to that. Well, then we cut back to brown-haired Alex, and who should be in her office?
Good afternoon, Miss Park.
Handler Delahousie.
I've been waiting for you.
And he gives her a check for however much the property's worth, but she rips it up.
That was not a wise move.
Get out!
Get out! That's when the movie gets really dark. Well, dude, now you're never gonna own the property. You're gonna be in jail for murder. Murder! And puts her in the freezer where nobody will ever find her. So,
Alex!
Max goes looking for Alex.
Alex, are you in there?
Oh, good. She's alive. Or is she? Please don't use this shot in the movie. It's so unflattering.
No! Let me out!
That's not how you open that. They actually now have buttons inside those freezers, at least in any restaurant I've worked in, because it's happened where someone will rob the place and they'll put them in the refrigerator. Good thing she's wearing that leather jacket. Only she would have worn pants.
Max. Hey, babe.
Babe? They're at that point now that they're calling each other babe? It's a little early, I would say. So she calls Max to confess her love.
Hey, you know, I never told you. And I should have told you a long time ago. I love you.
Recording ended. Meanwhile, at Celebration Church 2001, now we get the big play. And once again, these are all full-length songs. At this point in the movie, there's actually 45 minutes still left.
Our lives just fall apart. It's so bad that it hurts my heart.
I think that I might fart. Meanwhile, Max is searching tirelessly for Alex. What's the point of getting this new iPhone if she's not gonna call me?
Tell the kids I'm sorry.
I'm freezing to death. I mean, I know that the coleslaw isn't frozen, but I am. I'm
an idiot. I didn't think that you'd ever understand.
But you were there when autumn came.
Wow, time flies. Summer already?
She's going into hyperthermic shock. Stay alive. You stay alive. He will find you. Just stay alive.
Stay alive, no matter what occurs. I will find you.
Alex.
Oh, good. He knows where she is.
No.
Glad he put that pudding there as a doorstop. I'm gonna have to push on your boobs. I'm sorry. This is to save your life. And then I'm gonna have to breathe into your nostrils the breath of life.
I got it.
I got it. Get out of the way. The lifeguards are here.
Here, help me get her jacket off.
We got my grandma's oxygen tank. Don't worry. This is so tense. They prepared to defibrillate her.
Shock.
She's touching this metal table. There's free-flowing oxygen going to the victim. I think they're breaking a lot of protocols here.
Okay, I think I feel a pulse now.
Oh, the battery's dying. That's the problem.
Alex, can you hear me?
Can you feel me near you? But turns out everything's okay.
Max?
Max, there's a voicemail I need you to delete now.
How fast does this go?
Tops 75 miles an hour.
I think that'll be fast enough.
About $50 a mile. Maybe this is why they can't afford to keep the community center open. You don't take an ambulance like a taxi. Then we cut back to more of the awkward play / musical.
But I can feel your presence.
This is the Jesus I believe in. The only thing that would make him better is if he was wearing socks with those sandals. Oh good, they made it. And just when you thought, man, that's a perfect time to end the movie. That's when we cut to a Carmen music video. This is a pretty interesting song because they're singing and then the crowd interrupts the song by jumping up and whispering a different color name.
Sun looks like an orange.
Orange, purple, mystery and longing.
At the end of the day.
Blue.
At the end of the day.
Blue.
At the end of the day. At the end of the day.
things get real weird real quick. Oh, good. Well, I guess it's over. Oh, no. We gotta cut. We gotta... Ding, 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 ding. Holy crap. Like, the amount of songs in this movie are inappropriate. It's inappropriate. All of it. Sing it, girl. 600 people. Hey, honey, did you get any footage of the play? I got some. Could I get some of that? We're missing the bow. Yeah, here you go. Then we cut to the green room, and that's when the director and author and psychologist comes in.
Are you the person in charge of all of these great kids tonight?
This is actually the director and writer, and he tells us his story.
I was a young kid. I went out for my school musical. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was Godspell. I was a shy kid, and I never sung on stage before that time. I went to auditions, and I said a little prayer.
Not sure I entirely follow.
What I prayed for was that God and the Holy Spirit would somehow take over my body and mainly my voice. Let me not embarrass myself in front of my classmates.
Did it work?
Well, you see, the thing is, God, he sometimes says yes, he sometimes says no, and then he sometimes says maybe later. That's exactly what God did. I ended up not embarrassing myself in front of my classmates. It would be 45 years later I would embarrass myself in front of the world when I released this movie.
Me is Jesus. We decided not to share my love of dramatics with my father. The whole show is a blank to me now.
Wait, you said you remembered it like it was yesterday.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Now it's a blank to you?
When I was up there on the cross singing my final song like Juan.
When I was up there singing like, 1, 2, 3, 4, Godspell. But that's when Mark decides he's gonna bless these kids the way he blessed his elementary school when he was a kid.
That means a lot coming from someone like you.
A local businessman.
I built a brand new state-of-the-art performing arts center.
Oh, he built a brand new state-of-the-art performance center. That's convenient.
I want to give it to you and to the kids.
And I want to give you the performance center.
The building's yours.
This is
the dumbest thing I've ever heard of.
I can't take this, sir.
Why not, Miss A?
Yes, why not, says the angel of God.
What do you expect from me? Well, I've heard of your helium abilities. Here's the keys to your new performance center. Did I hear a little mic rustle there?
I'll go ahead and I'll prepay all of the insurance and the taxes for the next 50 years so you don't ever get a bill in the mail.
Oh, that's convenient. That's amazing that he knows what all of that's gonna cost. I didn't know you could do that.
Do you want to hang around and see what we can do with this state-of-the-art facility?
I'd love to.
The end. Why did they fade it out like that? Just ended it like a TikTok video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Teen Musical, the movie. I know that you guys were like, when is Teen Musical gonna come out with a movie? They did it. They came out with a movie, and now you have it. Produced by a local businessman.
Local businessman and a patron of the arts.
One thing that this movie really taught me, shots, angles, blocking, scenes, casting, costume design, location scouting, all of that stuff doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Just turn on the camera, tell people to say stuff, and you'll make a movie. You'll just make a movie. What a great movie. Good for you, Mark, for getting your butt together and making a movie. In reality, though, this movie sucked so bad.
Even my friend said I sucked.
But in a good way. In a way that was very fun to laugh at. I enjoyed it because it's so bad it's good. Haven't seen a so bad it's good movie in a long time, and I was really blessed by this movie in the way that Mark was blessed when he was in elementary school and God came inside his throat.
Take over my body and mainly my voice.
This movie is so lazy. It's lazy in every single possible way. The script is bad. I think that the most work was put into the songs. I assume that's probably the case, and that this movie is like this vehicle in order to get this guy's crappy songs out there. But the problem is, the songs aren't good. I'm sorry, you gotta learn indulging in the most elongated performances and like singing, you know, like that duet that Max and Alex do together is so unaware of how awkward and dumb it just is. And this movie is that. It lacks complete self-awareness, all the way down to the point of like acting like these kids are these poor kids who need us to raise money. It's obvious that these kids are not in want. I mean, they may be in want, as they said, in emotionally. They need somebody there to care for them. But that's not what a community center is for, especially since this is a Christian movie and they performed at a giant church. Why don't they just join a youth group? Just join that church that they performed at. That's the answer to their problems, not getting Mark Mouton to give them money. So there you go. My review is 10 out of 10. Excellent movie. Best movie I've ever seen. Loved it. Thank you for watching. That's all I've got to say for you tonight. It's been a long road. It's been a long day running through the yard. How's it going, guys? Thank you so much for watching this. You know, the whole journey of watching this movie has been quite the experience, both reviewing it and watching it and everything. And there's so much in this movie that's just so odd and interesting that I couldn't put in the review because I didn't want it to be forever long. But if you do want to see all of my reactions to the entire movie, you can check it out over at SGK Plus. Every single week, I watch a movie that ends up becoming a review, and it's a blast. You guys get to join in the chat, and you get to support the show, so it's a win-win for all of us. Some of the great people who do that I'm really grateful for are Joseph Holmes and Nathan Clarkson over at the Overthinkers podcast, a great show that I've been on myself several times, the Voicey Here YouTube channel, Jacob and Emily Rugrock, Amanda Stewart, James Tuttle, and Lindsay Dunn over at oneofmystories.com. Thanks so much, guys. I'll talk to you next time. Good night.
I'm on this ball in the park, and this is really fun. So what's up?